rising pressure is on Keir Starmer this morning to recognise a Palestinian state, with more than 200 MPs signing a cross-party letter urging the Prime Minister to take that step. I'm pleased to say we're joined in the studio by Rupa Huq, Labour MP for Ealing Central and Acton, and one of those people who signed the letter, that cross-party letter. Very good morning to you, Rupa.
Hi there.
So just give me an insight. Why did you feel you wanted to sign the letter?
Well, look, this war has gone on far too long, and I was in the House of Commons on Monday, a load of us were, for this statement by David Lammy, and the sense of exasperation and frustration from the MPs participating and from his side as well. And then we broke up for the recess, and then this letter was circulating, and loads of people are just thinking that it's party policy. In fact, it's been government policy for decades now that we recognise that we want a two-state solution. And
it was in the manifesto.
Yeah, Labour MPs stood on a manifesto that we will recognise the state of Palestine. And just what other levers... There was a very strong statement last night from the Prime Minister saying we will use every lever we can to get in aid, to stop the fighting. So it feels... It's not really a contradiction of anything that hasn't been said before, but it's a sequencing issue. So if we did it now, and also our current policy is to do it in conjunction with other nation states and to exert pressure. And I mean, it's a risk, because you never know. It's a card you can only play once.
Of course.
But if we try it now, it could be the path to a peace process rather than at the end, because we could be waiting for years otherwise.
What do you make now that MSPs have also signed the letter? Does it feel, amongst the group of you that have signed it, that there is a kind of momentum building?
I mean, it feels like it could be a defining moment here. Do you know what I mean? Could be an existential crisis for the entire concept of the two-state solution if we carry on doing nothing. And also the Mayor of London signed it. Sorry, he didn't sign that letter, but he's professed his support for an independent Palestine, for recognition of... Because what we want is two states. It's not anything at the expense of Israel. Israel's a close ally, it always has been. But just, if we support a two-state solution, it seems a bit inconsistent if we're only recognising one of the states. So that's why I feel if we put it at this end, this sort of timing of the process, it could speed up all those other things that we want, which is two states, two peoples, prosperity and peace for all, human rights and dignity.
What's your thoughts on Sir Keir Starmer? Are you disappointed in how he's handled the issue so far?
I mean, look, I think his statement yesterday was very good. It also said that the UK will take children who need treatment, and I think some of that has started already. In May, the first ones came here. But that's a lot of children. If we look at the headlines today, the Daily Mirror, the FT, you know, even the Daily Express earlier this week, countries that normally are not seen as... newspapers that we wouldn't normally consider to be loony lefty or whatever. It's not a left-right issue, it's a right and wrong issue. So I think there has been movement. And if you consider at the beginning of this conflict, for 58 of us, we were considered rebels for supporting a ceasefire. Everyone wants a ceasefire now. And just other things are not working. So I feel, let's try this.
How do you talk to your constituents about this situation, particularly those who don't agree with how you feel?
I mean, at the moment, I'm getting unprecedented emails about this. And actually, this letter, it went out yesterday afternoon, and the modern way of communications is through WhatsApp. There's suddenly loads of MPs saying, hang on, I didn't know about this, can I sign it too? So I think the number will have gone up since then. There are people, I think Sarah Champion said she'll reissue a version on Monday. So I think there's likely to be new names on there. So constituents, in the main, are just, again, frustrated. The images we see on our TV screens of emaciated kids, you know, I'm a mother, you're a mother. Oh, you don't even have to be a parent to see that skin on bone, literally, on little kids. It's just heartbreaking, it's intolerable. So the great British public has enormous sympathy. I mean, obviously, we recognise that October the 7th was the most appalling crimes against humanity committed by Hamas. But just since then, October the 8th, 9th, 10th, you know, it will soon be 2 years of this. So I feel something has to break the current status quo that we've got, and this might be it.
OK, we'll leave it there. Rupa Huq, thank you for coming in to talk to us on this issue. We